We're going to be opening up the pruner cutter, 25mm, 30mm diameter, up to 1.2 inches in cutting, 100 times. You get on the top a right angle socket, a right angle Allen key, and the additional blades. We have the user's manual that you can go over and how to operate the unit, how to release and cut. We have here is a 20-volt battery, 2000 milliamp for 100 times. It takes about an hour or so to charge. We have a spare battery. You simply find the center, plug in, and you have a red and green light located over here. When fully charged, turns to green. You're given an oil container to hold optional oil and a sharpening stone to sharpen your blade. We have here that measures about 12 plus inches from tip to the battery's tip with the battery charge window and more. Simply grab the battery, match up to the bottom, snap in. The unit is ready to operate. You have a on and off button on the bottom. You can hear a beep and it tells you 99% with 4 zeros. Pulling the trigger will not operate until you a couple of times. 1, 2, it releases, and then you're able to cut. 1, 2. In order to relock, you're going to have to hold the trigger down till you hear the confirmation beeps. It's a single beep, then 3 beeps and let go, and the unit is locked, and simply close down by hitting the on button for off. Everything closes up. We have here, ready to cut a snowball bush. We're going to turn the unit on, double press, opens up, and we're going to start to trim our snowball bush. We simply grab and cut. Here's a nice thick one, grab and cut. We'll show up nice and close how the unit can cut. Very simple indeed. We have a rose bush that we're going to cut out and show you how to use it. This is a rose of Sharon, needs to be cut, and a rose bush needs to be cut. We're going to turn the unit on, which is on, double press quickly. It opens up and simply start to cut. We have up to 100 cuts per battery, 20 volt, 2000 milliamp. It cuts real easy, just like so. Nice and close up, as you can see, we're cutting. As you can see how many cuts we did. In order to close the unit, long press and hold until you hear a single beep and a triple beep, and the unit will finish. If it doesn't do so and there's a rest period, simply just double and it'll acknowledge, and then single press, hold it until all the beeps are done, and let go. And then you can shut the unit off. In order to use the unit again, just simply turn on, double press, and it's ready to go. We have the battery removed with an optional Phillips screwdriver. We're going to start to take off a couple of areas of interest. Take the cover off first. Once the cover's removed, this is where you add your oil and grease with the oil. Turn the unit around with the finger on the back bolt. The first bolt is the safety bolt taken out with the small sprocket. Make sure the small sprocket comes out and put to the side. Then take the large socket and loosen up and take off. Remember how everything comes apart. You have the bolt, the spacer, and the small blade. Then you have the large blade that simply comes out by moving. You have the spare kit to place in. Simply in reverse order, place on the blade Place back the blade and the bolt into the on position. Place back the large nut with the sprocket. Lock down first. And place back the small sprocket and bolt, the safety lock. Place back the cover and place back the 2 screws and lock down. Place back the battery, slide in, turn on, double press, and your blade has been successfully changed. Long press to lock and shut down. Everything fits nicely back into the case with the batteries off, and after they're fully charged, you're able to put everything back in. A portable tool to take with you for your gardening needs. The VEITORLD pruner, 1.2-inch 25 to 30 centimeters with the 20-volt battery, 100 cuts per battery, 2,000 milliamps charging. Comes in a nice case, your cutters, spare cutters, and the count. It'll cut just about anything up to 1.2 inches. It is a tool for your gardening needs, and I hope you enjoy your product. Thank you for viewing.